Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. I'm Rachel from Rachel Reads, and today I'm going to be doing my July TBR. So keep watching to find out what I'm going to be reading. Today I'm going to be talking about the 5 books that I'm planning on reading in July. I'm giving myself to the end of July to get these read. However, I may finish them before, it may take me a little bit longer. What I noticed about my last TBR is that I picked all thrillers, and by the 5th book I was a little bit bored. So this time I tried to mix it up. I have a couple of thrillers, I have a historical fiction, and I also have just a plain piece of contemporary fiction. Plain piece. It's probably not a great description. So without further ado, I'm going to quickly jump into the 5 books that I picked. I'm not going to talk about them in too much detail, but I will tell you why I have picked these books. Now, I'm going to be sharing them. They're in no particular order. This is not the order that I'm necessarily going to read them in. It's just the order that I picked them up in. So the first book that I plan on reading in July is The Lost Man by Jane Harper. If you have not if you have not watched any of my previous videos, you may not be aware that I am a huge Jane Harper fan, particularly of The Dry. I've also just read The Force of Nature, which I also enjoyed, however nowhere near as much as The Dry. So I wanted to give this one a go, The Lost Man. However, once I read this, there's going to be no more Jane Harper until she releases another book. But I will take my chances, and I will... Sorry, my phone keeps slipping down. I will take my chances, and I'm going to read it, and then I will just have to suffer the consequences when there's no more Jane Harper to read. I suppose I can always reread The Dry. So that is why I picked The Lost Man, because I am obsessed with Jane Harper. The next one that I picked to read this month is Blood River by Cavanaugh. And I don't know if that's how you say Cavanaugh. Cavanaugh? I don't know. How do you say that? Leave the comments down below with some phonics. Cavanaugh? I don't know. I apologize, Tony. So the next one that I picked is Blood River. And I picked this because I wanted another thriller mystery police procedural in my list. So this is a murder investigation with dual timelines, which I have been enjoying. And it's another Australian book, which I have been loving. So I'm going to give that one a go. The historical fiction that I picked for this month is The Light Between Oceans. If you did not see the video where The Light Between Oceans by M.L. Stedman. If you did not see the video where I hauled this book, I've actually had this on my to-read list on Goodreads for several years, but I picked it up when I saw it at QBD because it was on sale. As you can see there, I love my sales. It was on sale, so I picked it up. This is an Australian book. As I've been saying, I've been loving Australian writers at the moment. I haven't read any historical fiction in a while, but I wanted to give this a go. And also I've been kind of overdoing the thrillers, so I needed a break. Another thriller mystery that I picked up was The Taking of Annie Thorne. I did actually figure out what the book The Chalkman was, and if I enjoy this, I will be picking that up because it sounds awesome. So I picked this. This is another thriller. If you haven't seen any of my books, I picked this because it looks awesome. Like, look at the spine there. It looks amazing. Oh, and look at the colors flashing in there. Can you see, like, the blue? I don't know. I don't know if you can see that or not. But I picked this because it was such an awesome cover. As good as reason as I need to pick a book. And I'm looking forward to reading that one. The last book that I'm planning on reading in July is Eleanor Elephant, Oliphant, I don't know, is Completely Fine by Gail Honeyman. I have seen that all over BookTube and Goodreads, and I decided to pick it up and give it a go. It's also going to break up my thrillers. Just having a nice, I believe it is supposed to be fiction, I'm guessing. I don't know, contemporary fiction, I'm not really sure. I decided to give that a go. It'll also fit well into my Reese Witherspoon book challenge, where I'm trying to read 30 of her books by the end of the year from her book list. I don't know if that's going to happen, it probably won't, but it's good to aim there because this is one of Reese Witherspoon's books. Well, not Reese Witherspoon's books, but it's on her book club book list, one of her monthly reads. So I thought that would tick off 2 birds with 1 stone. My Reese's book challenge and my breaking up my thrillers in my TBR. This is a really quick video. I'm not talking too much about the plot of the books. If you would like to know that, stay tuned for my wrap up books, where I will talk about what I thought about these books. I will rate them. I will talk about all of my views and opinions and what I liked and what I didn't like. All of that will be in my wrap up video, which will take place when I have finished these books. If you are interested to know what I read in the month of June, have a look at my June TBR and my June wrap up to see what I thought of those books. If you have any suggestions for my next TBR, please leave them below. If you have read any of these books and you have any comments, please let me know as well. Please like and subscribe this video and stay tuned for any new videos. Thank you, and I'll see you next time.